Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth Lawn. I'm an immigration lawyer at LM Law Group, and here with me we have Clark Armstrong, and real estate lawyer with Learners. Oftentimes when we have businesses who want to come to Canada and transfer their workers to Canada, it is very important on the work permit side for the government to know that they have an established base in Canada already. Now, how difficult is that for them to rent an office or rent a virtual office? How does that work?
Elizabeth, that depends in part whether the business coming to Canada is incorporated, say, in Ontario, or whether it's a foreign corporation that's acquiring an extra provincial business license in Ontario. So companies and corporations incorporated in Ontario are required to have a registered office in their articles of incorporation, which is situate in Ontario. Now that registered office, it can't be a PO box, so it needs to be either kind of a street number or a lot and concession in Ontario. And that purposes of that registered office will be kind of both for record keeping requirements to allow the corporation's directors and officers to access the corporation's books, as well as for legal service so that the corporation can be served and receive important government notices and the like at its office.
Oftentimes, we hear from businesses that they have been advised to put their business address as a corporate lawyer's business address. And the problem with immigration is when an officer looks at this and they see, well, actually, it's a lawyer's office, it's not actually the company's office, that becomes problematic. What do you advise clients in these kind of situations?
Yeah, the two sort of general rules that we follow for advising clients on that front are sort of no PO boxes, and our firm generally doesn't act to be the registered office of corporations coming here. There's a number of service providers that can provide similar services of that sort, such as mail forwarding, meeting room spaces and the like, that depending on the business that's incoming could tick the boxes they're looking for.
For immigration law, especially with the Ontario government, it is often much more advantageous on the immigration side to have a business that is located outside of the GTA. Are there other advantages to having their offices located, for example, in Southwest Ontario?
I think that sort of depends a bit upon the nature of the business or undertaking in question, but the real property values are more affordable in Southern Ontario for office space and the like. We're sort of well situated between the GTA and the border, the US access. So depending on whether it's agricultural needs, sort of tech, that's sort of an industry specific decision, but there's certainly advantages, we like to think, in our neck of the woods.
We're kind of in the heartland of manufacturing, agriculture, situated between GTA and the US. I don't know, you couldn't really get any better, I think.
That's right.
Awesome.